Today we're going to talk about graphic organizers, why you should use them, and how you can use them. What is a graphic organizer? A graphic organizer is a tool, usually some form of a chart, that can be used to organize the structure of one's writing by helping a person organize key ideas and relationships between these ideas. Why should you use a graphic organizer? Graphic organizers can help you solidify abstract ideas for papers. They're really helpful for visual learners. They can help you remember the information better, and they can help make patterns and connections between ideas. Up next, you'll see some examples of graphic organizers. Here's one that you've probably used already. This is a simpler one that a lot of people use in elementary school. It's called the bubble map. We often use the bubble map to describe a concept or a person or a place or anything really. Here's a Venn diagram. This is another graphic organizer commonly used in elementary schools. We use this one to compare and contrast. Although it says texts on the top, this could also be used to compare characters or symbols. We put things that are similar here in the middle and things that are different on the sides. This helps the user visualize how things are different and how things are the same. Here we have a graphic organizer more commonly used in high school classes. This kind of graphic organizer can help the user organize main points for each portion of their essay. This format also allows the user to make sure that there are clear connections between the thesis, which would be in the introduction, and the supporting paragraphs or main ideas, making clear relationships between the main ideas and the introduction, along with textual evidence that would be in the supporting details. Here's another graphic organizer that is similar to the first one. It's basically the same structure but sideways, but this one also happens to include spaces for transitions. If you have trouble with transitioning one paragraph from another, this type of format could help you. This format can also help you structure each paragraph individually to make sure each paragraph flows well. You can see that each body paragraph has 3 bubbles to make sure you have at least 3 points in each that flow with each other. If you're doing a character analysis, this organizer is kind of like an advanced bubble map. We start with the character in the middle and we start describing him or her with the traits right here. After we've described the character with these preliminary bubbles, we go on to support each trait with a quote or textual evidence. Here we have another graphic organizer made specifically to analyze poetry. This one's a little more complicated. This organizer would be helpful in the initial reading of a poem, especially a confusing one. You can ask yourself, who's talking? Sometimes the narrator isn't the same person as the author. And we can find out how by using evidence. We can also think of themes and how we can identify them. We can also start identifying literary devices that the poet uses, and especially imagery. Imagery is a really common literary device in poems. At the bottom, we can put all of our final thoughts, whether we're making guesses and supporting it with evidence, or summarizing and identifying themes. I've introduced you to a few graphic organizers. Hopefully these will help you become a stronger writer.